Welcome to my No Man's Sky Permadeath series, and here we are up on the Nexus because what I want to do in this part is start with a couple of things. One's the community event, two's the new 2.23 patch, but then after that what I want to do is carry on looking for crash ships, see if we can find some drop pods so that I can continue expanding my inventory. First, I suppose I better talk about the 2.23 update. This was released on the, I think it was the 4th of December 2019, if you're watching this in the future. And it's a fairly substantial update. It's a whole list of bug fixes and one or two other key items which have been kind of picked up by the community. And what I've done is I've put a link in the video description for anyone who wants the full details. All I'm going to do is talk about the main ones which I've noticed, and of course probably the biggest one which might upset a few people. That is that Hello Games have actually patched the exploit, which I'm pretty sure maybe if you've been looking at various channels you'd be aware that there was this exploit where you could scrap a ship multiple times over if you're quick enough, make large amounts of money and nanites from the tech. Well, it seems Hello Games have now put a delay in which effectively allows the replacement ship to arrive. So if you start to try and use that exploit now, be very careful that you don't just charge straight into it, because you may actually end up scrapping a ship that you don't actually intend to scrap. Now the next fix is one which I demonstrated, I think in the last video or the video before, when you cash in missions and the reward that's listed on the cash in process is the same or incorrect. Now they've fixed that. Hopefully if we complete any missions I will just check that to see if that's working. And the third one is something else I want to try out if we get down onto planet. That is, they fixed the bug where when you are mining out buried technology you accidentally destroy it. Now that's all I'm going to say about the update, because there are a lot of changes. Some of them are technical, some of them are related to VR. So if you've got a bug that's really annoying you, feel free to check the patch note to see if that bug has been fixed. So that's the patch update knocked out the way. Now the second reason I'm up on here is that if we come over to here, well, I'll start with showing you the community research. This isn't the community research I showed you before. This is a new one. So it seems what Hello Games have done is they've gone back to having constant community research. And if I go and talk to Quicksilver, hopefully we're going to see something different. I haven't done this before, so let's see what we got. Yeah, there's the three heads that were in the first community research, and it looks like the one that was recently finished introduced the Helios's visage, and it seems that the new community research is the Hyperion visage. You can see it's 56% unlocked. So it looks very much like they're going through a phase where they're giving us community events which unlocks specific items. And I just want to go and check now to see whether... I mean, to be honest, I'm not the biggest of fans when it comes to the visages. I mean, I might look at them later on. Let's have a look at the Nexus to see what it is. So the community one is kill 27 monstrosities. Not particularly that interested in that at the moment. We get 3 salvage data from that. Defense chip, Walker Brain could be quite nice. Hunt dangerous pilots, construct an outpost. That could be quite an easy win, but you only get 3 salvage data from that, so I'm not particularly interested in that. That's the community event. It's rolling forward. I mean, if you're into doing community events either with friends or by yourself, feel free to jump in. As I say, maybe as time goes on and I acquire more Quicksilver, we may start picking up some of those visages. Now the third reason I'm actually in this Nexus is, I don't know if I can get anything out of Helios. Let's just go here and see if we can get there. Give Flora. Yeah. I'm going to need the nanite. We got 135 nanites from that. I think I've still got my portable constructor running. No? Oh god, it's telling me that I've got stuff in the... Yeah, that was the strange kind of whip-like effect that was flashing in from the right-hand side. and it was actually red. I think when it's producing, it's blue, and then once you've got something in there to be collected, it changes to red. It's like an indicator. Gold nuggets. Nope, I haven't got any gold nuggets. Well, I did have some. I broke them down for gold, so we got some more nanites. So what? Oh, don't tell me that's going to be there all the time. That's going to annoy me. And what I thought I'd do also whilst I was here is we're going to look at the new ship tech, and I'm thinking about unlocking them. So we're going to unlock the instability drive, and then we're going to go back in. I'm really unlocking this for my fighter rather than this ship. This ship's already pretty, but so the next one is the sublight amplifier. This is definitely one of the new techs. You can see it gives pulse drive power plus 30%. So, and of course we're going to need platinum and carbon crystals. I just want to unlock that. And I can't remember if there's anything else in here. I think I'm going to unlock the indium drive as well while I'm at it. I think that's the last tech that I need to give range to my ship. Let's get through here, research ship. I'm not completely convinced about the emergency warp unit. I did watch a video of someone using it, and one thing that was quite interesting, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought that if you were in a space battle you used to be able to warp out, but it seems you can't now. So if you want to escape a space battle using the warp out now, you've got to use this emergency warp capability. I'm probably not going to unlock that just at the moment. And I don't think I've got any salvage tech. Let's have a quick look. I've got 2, so might as well use that up as well while I'm at it. Just kind of pick up some of this basic stuff. I've only got 2. Well, that reminds me, I do need to do the exocraft missions as well. There's something else I need to do. Let's just pick up a couple of decals. So that's just literally just to use up that salvage tech. Okay, research exosuit. Airburst engines, efficient water jets. This is the new tech, and the impression I get is that that has actually been improved as part of the 2.23 patch. I'm probably not. What I want to do is actually maybe look at this tech as well. We'll just pick one of those up. I can't remember if I've actually picked up the inventory upgrade here, because I am in a new system. And you can see I'm really making big progress now with my general one. The technology's finished. Cargo probably needs some more work. I've got a great big pile of cash, so I think we're just going to expand the cargo one. And I think I've got all the exocraft techs, but oh wow. Okay, let's see if this is any good. Let's do a quick compare. C class. Nah. I'm quite happy with my 23 slot B class at the moment, and I think that's pretty mundane, so I don't really want that as a second multi-tool. And I think that just about winds it up. I just want to check something. That is irritating the heck out of me. I just want to stay in third person for a little while. There's definitely nothing coming off the side of the suit when I'm running in third person. Apologies, I'm absolutely rubbish at third person. I just want to check to see if I come into here. And is it telling me that I'm out of fuel? Let's just put some sodium nitrate. Got some sodium. I don't want 125. Let's just reduce this down to about 10, I think. See, there's nothing. All we get is the steam coming out. Now if I come back to here, I do want to get back into using the quick menu. I'm gonna run around. He's not going to do it now, is he? No. Oh well, never mind. It's probably finished actually. Have a think of it. Yeah. Let's put that in the high capacity. Put that back in there. And what I want to do now is we're just going to jump in the laughing gnome. Back out into space. Here we are out, and just to show you the new system, we got this. We're in the Gonum system. You can see it's 5 planets, 1 moon. I did look at this system as a potential one, and I looked at 1 planet, but it's not really much good. And oh, a bit of another update as well. If I go to the catalogue, you'll see that as I've now come to a new system, I've now got 5 glyphs, and that's probably going to be a feature of parts coming up in the near future. Is I want to go to effectively a new system every video. There's a mechanical moon here. Interesting. I think I've actually got a tech that requires tritium hyperclusters. Okay, let's just head for the mechanical moon. Oops. Yeah, this is a familiar moon. Let's see if we can find a landing place. I did see some resources on the ground back there. I'm not exactly too sure what it would be. I mean, just because it looks like gold doesn't necessarily mean it is gold. Just want to land here. Here we got first contact. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's copper. Don't really need copper. I think I've got missions to scan minerals, so we'll scan a few minerals. And more importantly, there's a life form over here. It should have 1 unique fauna on it. And what it should be is that creature there. We've got 1 of 1. And what I want to do now is I want to upload that. Because another thing I want to push forward is the milestone for unique creatures on a planet. So finding this mechanical planet is going to be quite useful, because if I come and show you my milestones, the one that's right behind at the moment is the planetary zoology. You can see even my extreme survival is doing quite well at the moment. We've been having quite a lot of battles, so we're well on our way towards getting that one. And then I've actually been quite passive towards sentinels as well in this series so far. I'm sure that will change. Scan that. Now, there is no plant life on a mechanical moon. What I am looking for is see what the unique attribute is, although I'm not seeing it around here. Let's have a quick look round. No, yeah, I don't want to kill you. Go away. Okay, we've upset the local drones. Probably because I was near the creature. Interesting that the normal minerals are already effectively saying that they've been discovered. I wonder if that's a change to this update, because once you can scan those there, not that I need any carbon crystal, condensed carbon or sodium. more as hexaberry. So there is actually the harvestable plants are on this moon. That is a change. I think we've probably seen enough of this, so what I'm going to do is let's bring the laughing gnome in. And we're going to jump in, and of course we're going to drop a save. And it's going to take off. I think I'm probably going to need to get away from the planet. Just pulse away a little bit towards the space station. And then we can turn round. Right, we've got an undiscovered planet here. I don't really want a frost. Okay, go away. Right, we've got a dusty planet. I think we're going to go to the dusty planet. I must admit, no, I don't really fancy a cold planet at the moment because it's a bit cold here in the UK, and well, probably not cold by the standards of other places in the world, but it's cold by UK standards. So let's just get into the atmosphere. I think what I need here is a target. Oops. Wow. This looks nearly as barren as the planet we've just been on, or the moon we've just been on. I think what we're going to do is throw out, find a trade post. And that will give us something to aim for. I'm going to throw out a scan. Alright, there's something in that direction. Unknown building. There's a some kind of tower here. I'm just gonna see what this is because we made first contact. Got regular patrols for sentinels. Right, we found a minor settlement. That could be useful. Right, we've got some creatures to scan. And one thing I have noticed now is that if you see here, I can't scan the one in the back because this one's in the foreground. But as soon as you get out of the line of sight, like a two-legged deer, wasn't it? A bit strange. Of course, we're just going to scan some plants while we're at it as well. Oh, great. This, of course, we're down in the cold. So I come here because I didn't want to go to a frozen planet, and we've landed at a time of the day when it's actually cold. That's probably about the way things are for me. Kind of looking round to see if there's any... Oh, what was that there? Doing pretty well for the creatures at the moment. Got 4 out of 9 already. But it's always the last one that's hard to find. I'll scan you as well. What I'm looking for is some buried tech so we can see, check that fix. Copper deposit. Not. Right, scan that plant in the background. Right, some buried technology that way, 284. Let's get rid of that. Scan it first, make a bit of cash. And I suppose what I could do is See if we can find any distress signals as well. Oh, I found an abandoned building. Thank you, game. Well, they're both in the same direction. You're 15 minutes away, you're 6 minutes away. And station reached. If I can destroy it. Nope. So it looks like it has been fixed. Out of the hole. Getting some more rocks. What we got here? Unknown grave, 301 meters away. Now this unknown grave could give me another glyph. Of course, you can find unknown graves by talking to travelers on the space station. So only going to scan that. Right, we completed another mission, which is partly what I'm up to. Wait, I think that might be a predator. He's kind of running after them. Here we are. Failure, unknown grave. Drowned in the seas of signal led us there in search of pursued by abyss. We couldn't. I wasn't done. I did so much more than I see, so much more too. The fallen traveller's grave is marked by a glyph, an epitaph to some of the ancient technologies. Extract the glyph. Obtain the glyph, and with this ability to travel to unknown worlds, I leave the fallen traveller in peace. So we've now got my 6th glyph. Minus settlement 1000. Wow. So it's actually dropped. So once it gets close enough, it drops from minutes to distance. Man, I never really noticed that before. Never mind. Grab that. Wait, this is meant to be a hot planet. And I've got loads of dioxide, so it's not like it's a problem. Anything else around here that I want? There's a knowledge stone, 271 away over there. What's that there? It's a trading post in 3 hours. That'd be a long video, wouldn't it? Walking to a trading post. Just kill this on principle. I think we've got these here. Yep. No new creatures. And the knowledge stone is hidden in the center of that. Right, we're under 1,000 units now. I'm just going to keep walking that way. I'm presuming eventually the sun may come up on this planet. Now the torch has just gone off. That means that the day must be starting, so I should now be out of the frost zone. So we should be a little bit better off now. And we should be able to see a few things. Just going to kill that plant on principle. Yes, I know, you're following me. Go away. Another look round. Got pyrite deposit, 118. I think pyrite might be useful. Wow, and an overflow of oxygen here. I don't want that in my spacesuit. What I want is the pyrite. I think we'll pick this pyrite up on the way through as well. I'm just going to make sure it's minimal. Recharge the multi-tool. That's interesting. I can't recharge my... Okay, let's try pure ferrite then. Ferrite does. It looks like I can't... Or was that actually used up? I think that's probably more than enough than what I want. Yep. That can go to that. Why does that... It says I've got 500 silicate powder. Why is that putting that into my... It's almost like what it's doing is, if I've got a resource in here that I've already got, it's putting in here and then it's overflowing automatically. So I've got silicate powder there. Let me just check something. Right. Now it's actually upgrading. Interesting. Yeah, so I think there might be a little bit of a glitch there. I can see birds. There, birds. Oh. Come on. We've got 6 out of 9 now. Yeah, I must admit that was a new glitch on me. I've never had a problem replenishing the terrain manipulator before. I'm just going to keep going towards the miners' settlement. It's quite interesting actually. If you look down in the bottom right hand side there, you'll see that the purge still says I've done 4 out of 16. So maybe it means I've got to do 16 jumps to finish that step in the process, and it isn't linked to glyphs. That's going to be annoying. So here we are coming up on the miner settlement. I haven't actually seen any cactus plants or anything around here. Some buried technology that way. There's a whole concentration of stuff around this area here. Nothing to pick up here. I think we'll just summon in the ship. I've got loads of navigation data. And we'll just get in here. First things first. Wow, okay, what have we got here? Another C class, and it's not even anywhere near 24 slots. No, not interested. I'm looking for something that's going to look really great. I'm not particularly interested in just the routine stuff. I don't think I've got anything to sell off actually. I should have installed that shield heck, but extract nanites. I've spent a lot of nanites. What I am after is what this guy's got. I also want to check to see whether anything's changed here. Components. Right, it's given me 2 drop pods. So we're going to snag those. Wiring looms. Well, I suppose I can buy one of those. I've got a pile of cash. Semiconductor diodes. Yeah. I want to look at the purchase blueprints to see if anything's been added. Nope. Decline. Okay. Let's talk to you, ensign, whoever you are. Interloper. I'm always an interloper. Yeah, though the alien is intimidated to say the least, the stance is not one of aggression. Indeed, they appear to be asking for my help. So, the alien grunts at me and makes an unimpressed gesture of thanks. They return almost as if they do not expect to see me again. Okay, we've got to destroy some planetary depots. I got suckered into doing a mission. Got to find and destroy 5 planetary. Wait, why are you searching for me? Why are they searching for me? Is that because I've accepted that mission? Okay, that's a bit antisocial. Just going to wait for that to disappear. Okay, Sentinel's got deactivated. I suspect that's something that's never happened to me before. I think what we're going to do is just going to take that into the exosuit. Right, we got an S-class boltcaster module. Now that could be useful. Let's have a quick look at the multi-tool. I can move that down to there. And should be able to install this. Oh, great. Does that give me reload time hints? Why do I need a heat? I think what we're going to do is dismantle that and just have the S-class levels there. I think that's worth more than the other one. Of course, we're going to claim the base. Right, and I think what we're going to do now is we're just going to put out the signal booster. And it's going to do this. I'm going to decipher the drop pod coordinate data, and that gives us a drop pod over there. Thank you, game. And I'm just going to pick that up. Next thing I want to do is just going to go to the exosuit and where's that residual goop? What do I get from it? Viscous fluid. Well, I'll just turn that into viscous fluid and see what that gives us. And again, I think having that personal refiner does give you a bit more inclination to experiment with things. And I'm just going to drop a save. I think what we will do is we'll go and do the mission and upset the locals. So, how far away is that? Yeah, it's close by. It's in a little bit of a cleft there, but we should be okay. And we've got the mission. The Sentinels hate us, but that's okay. Right. Just return to life format outpost. Okay. So we might as well head back to the outpost. Right, here we are, we're back at the outpost, and just gonna jump out. And we'll go and see what fantastic reward he's got. Just make sure we got space. Okay. Gar. Yep, interloper. I'm always an report success. The Vakeen salutes as I leave. I have gained their respect. Is that it? Oh no, I've got some nanites. I've got 241 nanites. That's pretty good. And got a little bit of pugnium. Must have killed a sentinel once I was hitting the depot. But that was an accidental kill. Right, we'll put that into the starship. Make sure I've got enough space. Got a bit of mordite, so I'm killing a creature. No, can't pick up the plant. Right. I think the next thing we're going to do is go for the drop pod. I'm just going to drop that out there. And this is where I land and find they've changed the resources you need for a drop pod. There we are. Oops, I've just overflown it. I'm just going to curve back this way and drop down into there. And we'll just have a quick look at the exosuit. Be careful, we've got living slime. I'm just gonna, Now we got the thing flashing on the right hand side because the refiner's working. Take that into the exosuit. Some projectile ammunition. Let's just get into the drop pod and see what we got. Gotta fix that, gotta fix that, fix that. And I want the cargo slot upgrade. Ooh. Creatures around. Got a plant here. Scan that. Anything else around? Let's have a look. Got a knowledge stone 378. 147 that way. Got sac venom. Not particularly interested in sac venoms. 322. A lot of knowledge stones around here. That was the closest one we got there. It's a trading post. Actually, just go off and just go and get that. That knowledge stone getting further away from me. I've got a great big wad of sodium here, but I don't need it. We got here sodium. Actually, wow, my dioxide's a bit lower than I thought it was. Put that in high capacity as well. View over. There's so much oxygen, I don't know what to do with it all. Yeah, I think I'm going to need a little bit of tidying up my inventory. Got some sodium there, so that can go into the high capacity. That gives me a bit more space here. Alright, dust, we've got Corvax casing, phosphorus. Actually, back to the normal exosuit. I'll put the phosphorus in the high capacity rather than the dioxide, because I need that for my hot planet protection. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to gather a little bit of this so that I can refine it into sodium nitrate while I'm walking across the planet. We're definitely going to have to go to a cold planet and get some more dioxide, I think. Probably could try and find another drop pod. I've just realised I've got absolutely no idea how long this video is going to be, because I forgot to note down when I started. So I think just to wind this video up, what I'm going to do is we're going to jump in the Laughing Gnome. I think it's time to go up to the space station and see if I've got any missions to cash in. So we're just going to jump in here. I mean, we could go for that trading post, but that will still be there in the future. I mean, there is a cold planet in this system, so maybe I will go down and get some dioxide from that. So we're just going to head back to the space station. We've got hostiles coming in, but it won't be a problem. And here we are up in the space station. And I'm just going to go over here. What can I sell off? Got some Herox, some gold. Nitrogen I would probably want to keep. I think we can sell the dirty bronze, and well, we can probably refine the gold nuggets and that to the ship. I'm going to keep the tritium hyperclusters for the moment. I'm sure that's needed by a tech. Right, let's just check the mission guy. Hand in missions. Oh, we've only got the one. 96 nanites. I thought I had more missions to hand in than that, but well, that gave me the correct value. Okay, let's have a quick look about deliver an item, kill 15 creatures. Yes, we'll take that. I actually watched a video, was it yesterday, and I won't say who it was, but they actually passed an aside comment. It wasn't the focus of the video. They were actually talking about the update, and they said that most people don't do the missions anymore. And I thought, well, I do. I actually quite enjoy doing the missions in some ways, and rather, because I must admit, I'm not really someone who's in. It's like that exploit on scrapping ships. It never really attracted me because that to me, running an exploit like that and making hundreds of millions of credits just seems to take away the essence of the game. So rusted metal, well, as I could, yeah, I'll just sell the rusted metal, vortex casing. I'm not going to condemn anyone who wants to use the exploits, but it's not me. It's probably the best way to say that. 100,000 in gold. I'm kind of inclined to keep the gold. I want to keep the hydrogen. Probably I'm a bit low on silver now because I was turning it into platinum. Get rid of the Herox. And dirty bronze is plus 2.1%. So I suppose we can take that. So we've still got just over 38 million. I'm quite happy with that. Right, what have we got there? Oh, he's gone anyway. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, let me just have a quick look at the exosuit. I think I want to go and install that shield module. Got here. Have a quick look. Now, I did have a discussion about the upgrading of ships, and apologies, I can't remember who actually posted the comment. And I think they were quite right questioning whether if you don't get the bonuses for upgrading, say, from an A to an S, what is the point of actually upgrading, you know, your ship class? Which means that hopefully Hello Games will fix that in the future. I mean, if they don't, we're going to have to just be back looking for S-class ships or A-class to S-class ships or something like that. It doesn't seem to be much point in upgrading a C-class all the way to an S-class if you're not going to get the bonuses. But then again, on a personal note, I would say that I'm still very much into ship looks. So what I would probably do if I found a really cool looking C-class ship, I would probably upgrade all the storage, but probably not upgrade the class anymore. Anyway, what was I going to do? Oh yeah, I was going to upgrade my ship. Yeah, I mean that's purely a personal opinion. I mean feel free to do anything you want. And I don't think we've got, oh, we've got some magnetized ferrite. I'm just going to fix that. So, and great, I can't, well, I can put I can install the tech and then move it afterwards, can't I? So I'm just going to come in here. We'll just put that there for the moment. What I should have done is repaired that one. We need the paraffinium. How much magnetized ferrite have I got? Oh, we got a little bit. I suppose I could. And I can always go and farm some more. I'm just going to move that, see what the shield strength is now. We've now got a shield strength of 139, which is interesting. I mean, we've got a lot more work to do on this ship. Let me see, we've got there launch thrusters, hyperdrive. I'm not going to fully upgrade the hyperdrive on this ship. So, actually, what have we got here? Got the ablative armor, which I could put into. I think we'll put the ablative armor. Put that there because that adds to it. That's increased the shield strength. we've got ablative armor. Anything else can I install on this ship? The economy scanner. Probably would want the economy scanner eventually. Never really found a big use for the conflict scanner, to be honest. Efficient thrusters. We've got the drive sublight amplifier. I mean, that could be quite useful eventually. Yeah, I mean, I probably would like to put in, where is it? Efficient thrusters. Oh. Yeah, I mean, we could probably put the inefficient thrusters in there, but because the thruster recharge on a fighter is less than an explorer. And sorry, I'm getting distracted again. Well, I think what I want to do while I'm here, and because I'm liable to forget if I don't do it, is I just want to go and check my frigate mission. I don't feel the need now to carry so much in the... Of course, you can't send so much to the freighter anymore like you used to do. Okay, debrief the commander. Okay, mined valuable minerals from asteroid belt. Something made 267. This is a cash one. Made some Albion pearls. Right, we got salvage frigate module. Yes. I think we can use that down here, can't we? Mind control device. Matter beam. That's what I would like. So we're going to need 5 frigate modules. Okay, we're going to need to keep working on the freighter, so we're definitely going to keep those. The Albion pearls can go to the there. We've got some dihydrogen, which I can send up to there. We've still got some fuel, so I think we're just going to keep going for the missions, because I certainly want that matter transfer tech. Balanced mission level 1. I think I've got the resources now to do this, because I've got 2 combat frigates. So I was just going to send everyone. 650 tons. So we're just going to send them off on a mission, and I think that's virtually all the fuel in my freighter now. So we're going to have to start getting some fuel lined up. I need some dihydrogen. Let's just have a quick look at my the resources I need are actually in my other ship. Right, I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, what we're going to probably do is get back to here. I want to push forward with the purge, get that out of the way as well. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.